Smiley N. Pool, staff photographer Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott warms before an NFL football game against the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. Dak, 30, 2018, in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Smiley N. Pool, The Dallas Morning News. The Dallas Cowboys were able to check one of their own off the list when it comes to long-term extensions. On Friday, defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence signed a $105 million deal over 5 years, with $65 million guaranteed and paid over the first 3 seasons, sources said to the Dallas Morning News. Kate Haropoulos. Lawrence will get a $25 million signing bonus and $31.1 million in 2019, the highest first-year payout for a non-quarterback, according to NFL.com. So who's next? Quarterback Dak Prescott and running back Ezekiel Elliott are in the final years of their rookie deals. Wide receiver Amari Cooper and cornerback Byron Jones will be playing on their 5th-year team options during the 2019 season, while Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones did not want to commit to solely focusing on one player's extension. In an appearance on ESPN's 103.3 Jam session Monday morning, he did say that Dallas would like to extend Prescott before the season starts. "I mean, that's what we'd like to do," Jones said. "You don't get to control those things. There's 2 sides to this. We've really never just gotten into the weeds in terms with Doc himself in terms of what his preference is. I know he's focused on winning and really getting as many players as he can out there working so we can have a great team next year. At the same time, I'm sure it'll be coming. There'll be a point in time where we all get around and say, hey, let's get this done by a certain time and put it behind us." Sign up for our free Cowboys newsletter at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis in late February. Jones told the News John Machota that Prescott deserves to have his contract looked at in a very progressive way. He said as much in Monday's interview with ESPN, also harping on the fact that quarterback extensions gotta be team-friendly. In a recent episode of Ballsy, the news sports podcast, Cowboys insider David Moore said a new deal for Doc could be in the average range of $25 minus $28 million. Tim Kalasha also recently wrote that Russell Wilson's contract situation in Seattle is worth watching for from a Cowboys perspective. He delves into why here. Another thing to keep in mind, the 6 highest-paid quarterbacks for the 2018-19 seasons: Green Bay's Aaron Rodgers, Atlanta's Matt Ryan, Minnesota's Kirk Cousins, San Francisco's Jimmy Garoppolo, Detroit's Matthew Stafford and Oakland's Derek Carr, all did not make the playoffs. Jones emphasized that Prescott's next deal must be team-friendly. At the same time, and I know Doc wants this, you want a supporting cast, Jones said on ESPN Radio. That's the way to go down as being one of the great quarterbacks to ever play the game, win championships. There's been a lot of good players, won a lot of games and have good stats, but if you don't have championships, certainly there's an empty feeling there. I know Doc. His number 1 goal here is to win Super Bowl championships. He's a winner, he's a leader. I just feel good that we'll find our way to a place that the contract enables us to surround him with a great supporting cast, which a lot of it's in place. If you look at our offensive line, look at our receiving core, you look at Zeke, a lot of it's there. Obviously with Jason Witten coming back and some young tight ends, certainly that's a nice spot for us too. So we've just gotta keep building on that, and be able to fit Doc in. He certainly deserves to be paid fairly. He's a 4th-round pick out of Mississippi State, as we all know. He's never made a lot of money, per se, with his contract. Certainly deserves to be paid and be paid fairly, and while Jones did not want to divulge what contracts the team deemed comparable to what Prescott could eventually sign for, ESPN's Bill Barnwell recently theorized a 6-year, $168 million deal with $60 million guaranteed. He did offer his thoughts on why he thinks Prescott deserves to be paid. "I just think he's got rare intangibles, his ability to interact with the team, in the off-season, during the season, on the field, off the field," Jones said. "He's very well respected by all parts of our team, and that's rare. Some guys get along with DBs, some guys get along with their receivers, some guys get along with the offensive line. Doc just has a way with not only getting along with the offensive side of the ball, but with all facets of the team. So his leadership skills, he's the hardest worker out there. He'll go with any group at any time. If groups need to split up, you'll see him out there sometimes 3 times a day throwing. He sets the tone. He's what we're all about. I just think that's hard to find. I think it's rare, and I think he just has those leadership skills and intangibles. Players love to play for him. I think that's why he's had so much success winning. As you said, some people want to point to he doesn't quite do this as well as you'd like or that, but at the end of the day he's a winner. He's 12-6 in the NFC East, which is where you gotta start year in and year out. When you're in the NFC East, you start out by winning it. The Patriots are a great example over in the AFC. They start out by winning their division. They get their buys, they get their home field advantage. That's how they win championships. They set a good template, and Dak's a winner and been able to win games in the East 2-1. We just need that to continue and need to build on that. Find jam session interviews here.